Good afternoon, students. So we were reading Act 4 from Tempest, and we are here at a juncture. From here, everything will change, and this is a watershed moment of Tempest, where Caliban, Stefano, they are making an attempt, accompanied by Trinculo also, the jester. They are making an attempt to overthrow Prospero, to topple him, and to supplant him. They are at the vicinity of Prospero's cottage. They have seen Prospero's glittering apparel hanging on a string. They are now debating who will have that apparel. And let's see what else are done by these three fools, these three men of sin. So it is now Trinculo. Oh, monster! We know what belongs to a free belly. Right then Trinculo puts on Prospero's government. Oh, King Stefano. Now he is acting like a king, and he is telling, oh, King Stefano, see how beautiful am I looking. Stefano is telling that, put off that gown, Trinculo. By this hand I will have that crown. Right now you just put it off, otherwise this will be my hand with which I will snatch it from you, because this was my hand that had beaten you before for interrupting in our conversation between me and Caliban. You interrupted, but that was exactly Ariel's plot. You know that Ariel gambles with them, he befooled them, he made some ventriloquism, it is called. Ventriloquism means you are talking but your lips are not moving, that kind of thing, which is generally mastered by the puppet artists. Somehow it was Ariel's intervention that made a brawl, that created a brawl in between Stefano and Trinculo. There also Trinculo warned him before he beat him that this is my hand, and with this hand I am going to beat you, and he did it. But right now again he is telling the same thing, that this is my hand, and with this hand I am going to snatch it from you if you right now put it off. Trinculo, thy grace shall have it. Yes. The dropsy down this fool. What do you mean, to dot thus on such luggage? Let's alone and do the murder first. If he awake, from toe to crown, here, this is metonymy again, from toe to crown, he will fill our skins with pinches, make us strange stuff. So we need to concentrate on our job. We need to follow the beacon. What is the beacon? To kill Prospero. Without doing it, if we move, if we stray about here and there, Prospero will get awake, and his ears are like mole before. A couple of scenes ago it was told that the old mole was sleeping there. So his ears are very much sensitive. He will get awake, and the moment he awakes, and the moment he discovers us, he will attack us, not by his physical means, but by his magic. He will use something that will make us feel groan, make us feel acute pain. We will feel acute agony because of his magic, and in that case, we would our plan will utterly shattered. So instead of thinking about all these things, having a brawl over the apparel, we need to focus on our target. Now Stefano is telling that, be you quiet, monster. Yes, quiet. Mistress Line, is not this my jerkin? He takes down the garment. He is telling that this is not for me. Now is the jerkin under the line. Now, jerkin, you are like to lose your hair and prove a bald jerkin. Yes, of course, he is telling it. Actually, Stefano clearly intends a joke. He is telling that under the line, which means at the equator. Yes. Whereas we now draw the imaginary line period of the equator on the sea and cross it. In this period, the equatorial region, which is the equinoctial line, was imagined as drawn in the heavens. That is what is going on. So a causal relationship is implied between the jockeying being under the line and its consequent boldness, which might derive from favors contracted on long equatorial voyages. That's what is going on here. Let's read. So Trinculo is telling, do, well, we steal by line and level, and it like your grace, not to unrewarded. Yes, sorry, one line I skipped. Yes, Stephen is telling, I thank thee for that zest. Here's a garment for it. Wheat shall and level is an excellent pass of pate. There's another garment for it. Yes, another garment is waiting for it. That is metaphorically significant. Remember, every single time. This is very much metaphorically significant. So, pass of pate means, here it is written a pass. Where is it? Yes, is an excellent pass of pate. Means this is a sally of wheat. Okay. Trinculo, monster, come put some lime upon your fingers and away with the zest. So now he is putting a lime, which means bird lime, a sticky substance painted on trees to trap birds mainly. So he is telling that you put it there so that you can find that bottle from the morass and you can catch it. That bottle which they had lost in the morass, the bottle of wine, they are still thinking about it. Caliban, I will have none on it. We shall lose our time. Caliban again is telling, don't pay heed to these things. Don't discuss this matter right now, how to retrieve the bottle of wine. You decide and you focus on how to retrieve the throne from Prospero, how to snatch it. Instead of finding the bottle, you find a way so that we can kill Prospero, we can supplant him, and we can regain what is waiting for us. That is the throne of Prospero. We will become the master of this island, and by our side there will be Prospero's beautiful daughter Miranda. Okay, and we shall lose our time. That's what Caliban is telling. Caliban is focused, and especially more focused than these persons, though he is innocent and he is ignorant. He is only trying to change the mastership. He is not trying to end the mastership. That is his folly. That is why he is ignorant. But his purpose, his focus is very much corrected, is very much constant. So we, with foreheads villainous low, yes, of course. See, and all be turned to barnacles, that is burnacles, or to apes with foreheads villainous low. Yes, apes' forehead are very much low. And generally it is told that villains, they have a low forehead. That's why he is telling that if you do not get warned, you will be turned into some apes or some birds. Stephen, monster, lay on your fingers. Help to bear this up where my hogshead of wine is, or I will turn you out of my kingdom. Now Stephen is telling, either you help me to find out that bottle of wine, or I will banish you from my kingdom. Already he is considering the whole island his kingdom. That is their folly. That is their folly. So loading Caliban with garments, go to, carry this, take this and go. And this, and this. Several things they are loading Caliban, and they are telling him to find that bottle from the morass and take it out, instead of making an attempt to kill Prospero. So a noise of hunters heard, entered divers spirits in shape of dogs and hounds, hunting them about Prospero, and Ariel setting them on, yes, especially. Prospero, hey mountain, hey silver, there it goes, silver. Furry, they are the tyrant, they are hark, so they are trying to find out what kind of animals, what kind of creatures are there which are surrounding them. There are hounds, there are dogs, there are hunting, and there are spirits, of course, those silver, and these things are surrounding them. They are having that illusion that they are getting besieged by some unknown creatures and some spirits. So right from here, Prospero will initiate his magic. he will use the device that he can master. And this is the device by which he will regain the paradise, that is his Milan, his beloved Milan, his dukedom. He will regain it from his brother, but without shedding a single drop of blood. Remember this thing. That is very much crucial here. That Prospero is regaining his kingdom, is having a sweet revenge without dropping a single drop of blood, without shedding a single drop of blood. That's why we can call it also a revenge drama. But the revenge, the tradition of revenge which was there prevalent in Shakespeare's time, especially written by Thomas Kyd, the Spanish tragedy, this is not like that. There is no such revenge that will shed blood and that will create a gory battlefield. There is nothing such thing. But Prospero is making an attempt to have the revenge without shedding a single drop of blood. So that's how the things are going on. And turmoil will be created right now, and we will see the whole turmoil which has been created and which was being witnessed and experienced by these persons, these characters, was actually Prospero's magic, was actually an illusion and nothing else. That is the beauty of this drama. The characters are feeling, they are witnessing, they are experiencing oddities, they are experiencing adversities, but these are the adversities which are completely imaginary. These are never real. So that's all for today, students. Thank you very much. We will meet again in our next class. Thank you very much.